The topic of this video is comparing two investment opportunities. Let's solve this problem. Which of the two rates would yield the larger amount in 1 year, 13% compounded daily or 13.75% compounded annually? Well, the first thing you want to understand about a problem like this is you don't need to know the investment amount as long as you use the same amount for both investment opportunities. So for example, we could invest $100. If we invest $100 in this account, how much money will we have 1 year later? If we invest $100 in this account, how much money will we have 1 year later? Which one will give us a bigger gain in money? The second thing you want to pay attention to is how the accounts are compounded. They don't say continuously, so we don't use the PERT formula. So for both of these problems, we use the formula F equals P parenthesis 1 plus the fraction R over N, close parenthesis, to the N T power. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's start plugging in. Which of the two rates will yield the larger amount in 1 year? So 1 year tells me that T is equal to 1. We know that we're going to assume that we're starting with $100. We know we're trying to figure out how much money will we have at the end, so F is our question mark. 13% is the interest rate, so R equals 13%. The percent symbol is a mathematical constant, which is equal to the decimal 0.01, and when we multiply these, we get 0.13. And because we are compounding daily, that means N is equal to 365, because there are 365 days in a year. Okay, putting all of these in our formula, we're going to get the following. F equals P, which is 100, times 1 plus R, which is 0.13, over N, which is 365, close parentheses, raised to the NT power. So that's 365 times 1. Okay, this is not a decimal, this is a multiplication dot. All right, now we're going to begin the simplifying process by using order of operations. One thing that is hopefully very clear is that 365 times 1 is just 365. So when we put that in our calculators, we won't put in the times 1. All right, order of operations says we should work within grouping symbols first. So the first thing you want to do is put in 0.13 divided by 365, because division happens before addition. Enter. Next, add 1. Plus 1, enter. Next comes exponents. So raise to the power 365, enter. And finally comes multiplication on the outside by 100 times 100. We get the value 113.8802025. And because we're dealing with money, we round to 2 decimal places, so we get $113.88. So we started with 100, and a year later we have $113.88. All right, let's now try our other opportunity. So for this one, we're also investing 1 year, so T is equal to 1. We are also investing $100. We are also trying to figure out how much money we'll have in the future. But what has changed is the value of N and the interest rate. Compounded annually means N is equal to 1, and 13.75%. So 13.75%. The easiest way to convert this to a decimal is to recognize that 3/4 is 0.75. Just like 3 coins quarters is 75 cents, the fraction 3/4 is 0.75. So this is 13.75%. And again, the percent symbol is the decimal 0.01. And so the value that we get is 0.1375. We now have everything we need to plug into our formula. So let's do that. F equals 100, parenthesis, 1 plus R, which is 0.1375, divided by N, which is 1, close parentheses, raised to the NT power. N is 1, T is also 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and raising to the first power doesn't change anything. So we actually don't even need this exponent. So this is going to be 100 times 1.1375, which is $113.75. Notice you didn't even need a calculator for that one. All right, so now we just have to compare our two investment opportunities and ask ourselves which one generates the most money. Well, this is $113.88. This is $113.75. And so for that reason, 13% compounded daily is the better investment opportunity, but only by 13 cents. Now keep in mind that the more you invest, the more money you make. So if you have $100 and that makes you 13 cents, well then if you multiply that by 100 and invest $10,000, you'd be making $13 more. So the amount that you're investing definitely is going to have an impact on how you feel about your investment, but no matter the amount you're investing, as long as it's the same in both accounts, this is the better bargain, this is the better investment.